Good afternoon and a very warm welcome to charming Jonkoping, Sweden. It's finals day on this smashing Sunday, and as local hockey fans celebrated their win yesterday, we have lots of international curling to celebrate today. The fantastic Jonkoping Curling Hall will be the host again for the third leg of the Curling World Cup. Korea will play Sweden in the women's curling final. Your commentators this afternoon, myself, Sander Ulvåg, and I'm joined by Olympic champion Rona Howie. Good morning, or good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sander.
Waiting in anticipation as the teams are soon to be presented here inside the arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the women's final of the Curling World Cup Jonkoping. Let's meet the competing teams. Throwing the red stones, Team Korea. Lead, Sujin Kim. Second, Tae Young. Third, Hareen Kim. Skip, Minji Kim. Throwing the Yellowstones, Team Sweden. Lead, Sophia Marberg. Second, Agnes Knokenar. Third, Sarah McManus. And the skip, Anna Hasselborg. Games will begin shortly.
Well, take a look at the women's standings and how the teams got there. We see Sweden and Korea on top, both with 5 wins, 1 loss, and 15 points coming into the final from their respective groups. Winners. So they will play this afternoon. As we see the first leg results, Canada picking up all the wins. It was USA, Japan, and Norway picking up titles in Omaha. But today, 2 titles already gone to Canada. First mixed doubles and then the men's earlier. Could be another clean sweep. Pardon. Won't be another clean sweep for them as Sweden play Korea. Taking a look at the rules of play, it's a 5-stone free-guard zone. The game is scheduled for 8 ends, and if it's still tied, we will go to a single stone shootout to break that tie. We'll have thinking time per end. No timeouts, but teams can speak through their coaches on the bench between ends. And of course, there'll be a halftime break as well. Only the one game out there this afternoon. All eyes on 2 teams. They've had their pre-game practice, but now just some final preparations. For this game, Korea will have the last stone advantage for the first end. It's a very young Korean team taking on, well, a very young Swedish team as well, but of course they, out of the 2, are the more experienced, reigning Olympic champions. Well, Kim Min-ji and her foursome are just starting to follow in the footsteps of the Korean team that picked up silver at the very same Olympic Games. Maybe time for revenge for the young Koreans. as they play the Redstones this afternoon. Sweden plays the yellow. Calm before the storm as Sofia Mabergs, the lead, throws the first stone of this game.
Håll i den lite, Agnes.
Okej.
Bra linje.
Bra linje. Nära. Nästan riskig.
Nej. Bra skott då.
Ja, den sitter topp 12.
Okej, nej. Låt den sitta där. Nej. Låt den där. Sitt. Nej, rör den inte. Nej, men den är inte.
Jo. Okej. Domare. Okej.
So that guard just slipping into the rings will leave Korea a chance to make a play on it. As we see lead Kim Soo-jin. If Sweden had last stone, you would maybe expect them to go out there and try and dominate this Korean team, but it is the Koreans to have last stone advantage. Seeing the first call, do you think they're going to be looking to be a little bit cautious, keep this game a little bit open, settle some nerves, and maybe not get too involved with the Swedes?
Yeah, I think both teams have gone out there with a very clear game plan. Both of them have been runners-up. Sweden in the first leg lost to Rachel Holman's Canadian side in the final, and the Korean side lost to Satsuki Fujisawa from Japan in the final in Omaha. So both these teams are desperate for a win.
Well, with Korea nosing that stone top 12, leaves the guard. Sweden comes around, Korea follows. All of a sudden we have some stones in play after all. On to second stones, Agnes Knockenhauer. Looking for a little tap and roll off the red here.
Härligt. Bra där, grymt. 13-7. Bra, Agnes.
Does get the inside.
Häck! 오, 6까지? 이게 날 것 같아.
Yang Tae. Just gonna overcurl. It's probably okay. Tolerance there. Takes that stone onto the 12 foot, opens up the center line.
Jag lirar en avsten förra, så det här är...
Ja.
Den här borde gå lite rakare då.
Ja.
Eller samma fall, eller? Ja, det är lite framåt.
Bra linje.
Lite mer känns det som.
Okej, vänta Sara.
Det är bra fart, knacka fris. Perfekt fart.
Nej!
Perfekt fart, tryck i 10. Knacka fris, lite dött, tryck i 10.
Nej.
Jag kan gå om du vill. Tryck bak 4. Lite hård. Tryck bak 4. Kolla lite bara.
Bra spel, bra fart.
Det är bra snacka
Vadå, råkar ni ta min sten eller?
Din sten, ja. Men Sara tar en nedsten.
Va?
Sara tar en nedsten.
여기까지 괜찮아. 아니, 그냥 롤만. 롤만? 오케이. 노말. 아. 노말 업. 클린 점. 점. 아니 좋아. 계속 와. 계속 와. 클린. 점. 가야 되나? 점. 오케이, 샷.
Really nice hit and roll there. Freezes on top of the yellow Swedish stone.
Ja, eller om man ska bara spela så.
Ja, ja.
Jag tror jag gillar den.
Okej.
Det är en nedsten då.
Ja.
Det är rak.
Vilken? 10?
10.
Ta lite pass på bara.
Ja.
Ja! Ja, nice!
Hårt! Hårt! Vi håller den! Gå! Hårt! Gå!
Trying to hold the line in this. They wanted to hit and just roll to the center line.
Det är bra, Sara.
Det är bra, 9-7.
Ja, okej det där.
Sorry, jag råkade verkligen ta din.
Det är lugnt.
It just rolls out.
이거 그냥 세워놓고. sorry. 여기까지. 노말. 리나 A가 여기까지야.
It's a chance for Korea now to raise that red onto the yellows. Only one will. Can keep the shooter in play.
노말. 타이트 계속 와.
Kim Herin,
야 타이트.
Just 19.
계속 와야 돼.
already
좀만 더
playing
먹어야 돼.
in a curling World Cup final.
Okay.
These girls have been so oppressive.
Vad gillar ni?
Ska man vicka in på den mittersta?
They are still just a junior team, as you say, Xander.
Kort, men såklart vickar vi långt är det okej också. Vickar vi till linan
But
är
they
det
have been
perfekt.
playing in the ladies scene
Lite över
for a
linan,
wee
en
while
bakom
and
femman här.
have really developed and progressed.
Finns det
It
lite
was a
bryt
small
eller?
shock when they
lite
beat Kim On-jung, the Olympic team, in order to qualify for the Pacific Asia Curling Championships. And of course they went there,
Rent.
surprised everyone, ended up winning it.
Fin fart. Ja, lite mer. Ja.
Nej!
And now playing in their second Curling World Cup final, lost to Japan in Omaha. Now a great chance to
Härligt.
maybe revenge that loss by beating Sweden.
9-9.
Härligt, bra spel Sara.
그냥 슈터랑 얘만 살릴 거야. 필. 오케이. 스테이. 살짝 바깥쪽에 아리나. 여기. 오, 룬. 클린. 야. 오, 야. 와야 돼.
Kim Hairi looking to raise red onto yellow. So they lie second, third and fourth.
Så få stenar kvar nu va?
Sweden need to be a wee bit careful here.
Hon har ingen,
They
hon har
don't
bara
have last stone.
slash-dubben då flyger hon ju av själv.
Ja, precis. Det är inte säkert. Det ligger ganska naturligt, eller?
Ja,
Jag tror att det är bra, annars kommer vi vicka så.
Nej, det gillar inte jag. tänker antingen
gör
dubben
den.
eller
Vad
samma.
har vi om vi, det är bara, om vi är där och hon sätter den? Då ligger det inte så bra.
Sätt den
Vad
då.
gillar ni?
Vi är inne på chappen!
Ja,
Jag kan
sätta
gilla
dubben.
det.
Ja.
Vad vill du spela? Vill du spela
snälla, ta bort
7
våran.
eller?
Jag gillar det.
Ja, alltså egentligen är det maximalt att rulla så mycket. Alltså 7/8.
Ja, absolut. Absolut.
Ja,
Gillar du det här, Anna?
ja det är
Vilken fart.
7.
Ja.
So Sweden recognising that too many red counters building up here. The double is on. Can remove 2 of them here.
Fin fart! Ren!
Ja! Ja!
Ja! Hårt!
Nej!
Hårt!
Nej!
Yes!
Nej!
Yes! Gå, Agnes!
Nej!
And plays it perfectly. Shooter just rolls a fraction further than they wanted. They wanted to lie 2. But if Korea do go for the raise, their shooter wouldn't outcount Sweden, so Sweden would lie second shot.
근데 이거 열려버리면 좀 어려우니까 이거 먼저 갈까? 지금 일단 쳐놔야 되지 않을까? 아니 필로를 봐도 되고. 이게 낫지 않을까? 오케이. 오케이. 필로 올게. 아니 최대한 당겨줘. 더블까지는 안 되고 일단 롤.
There is a skip, Kim Min-ji,
also
19, coming off this wide yellow. Pushes that second yellow out in the open, sits half buried.
Vill man bara försöka
antingen frysa den.
antingen frysa eller ligga 2.
Det känns svårt att sätta dubbeln. Eller känns svårt att ligga 2. Då riskar vi 3an tycker jag.
Ja,
Så frysa eller sätta dubbeln.
hela priset.
Ja, se till att vi är där bara. Men grejen är att vi studsar ut så kan vi lämna TT'n. Alltså om jag är här då lämnar vi TT'n för
Har du 40 Anna?
Ja, jag tror vi måste spela
40
dubbeln.
seconds left on the clock here.
Snea.
Being called down by the front
Alltså om
end.
jag duttar ut någonting så lämnar vi en jättenaturlig TT för 3.
First thinking about if they can make a play on that shot stone, set 2 looked difficult. Ever crash on the top, you could leave a shot for 3. Considered the freeze, but again, you bounce off a bit and leave a double for 3 points. So I think the call in the end is the double.
Snea, Sara.
Ja.
You can feel just slightly stressed with the seconds ticking away here. Playing the double, at least they kill one red. Get a perfect. They get both and set 2.
Wow, Agnes.
Okej, försökarna. Det är bra Anna.
Pretty good try. Stuffs it. A little unlucky to not have the shooter stay in place a bit more in front of the yellow. So Korea really with the chance to draw first blood here.
아직은 가도 괜찮아. 나쁘지 않아.
Last stone first end. Control takeout to score 2. Trying to hold the line here. Need to get past the top. Yellow, no problem. Nose hit. 2 points, Korea. Able to convert that last stone advantage very nicely. Without any guards, really. 2-0 the score after one end.
Det som blir lite annat.
Det är bra. Ska vi tappa 2 ska vi göra det första.
Men ta tillbaka 2 nu.
Alltså ska vi tappa 2 så skulle det vara här. Nu har vi hammaren.
Hur vill vi lira då? Vi ser till att hålla mitten öppen och ha tålamod.
Corner.
Ja, corner och tick.
Ja. Vart vill vi
Och
lägga
Fia
corner?
spelar kvalande senare.
Vart ska vi spela inifrån? Ni spelade.
Ja.
Och så med den speciellt liksom.
Men det blir väl mer skillnad än en vanlig set.
Ja, precis vad det jag menar.
Yes, men ta 2.
Jag vet inte om jag fick en. Jobba ner Anna.
괜찮아.
Just getting the second end started here. Korea, Sweden. Women's final, Curling World Cup. 2 points for Korea in the first end. And Team Sweden will try and score 2 points back.
Bra linje.
Poäng här here at home in Jonkoping, Sweden.
Kolla upp.
Kan vänta på den lite.
Om vi kan vänta.
Ja, okej.
Is that an advantage for the team? Home support or added pressure? Or is that depending on
Gå lite då, så.
who you are?
Probably a bit of both.
Härligt.
We've heard Anna Hasselberg already this week say how much that the crowd helps her.
Bra spel, Pia.
So there are some teams that would find it added pressure, but she certainly strives on getting that support.
5. 먼저 가봐. 7. 달리려고 있어. 6.
웨이트만.
라인 7.
It's probably more so in a final, the silence that's out in the rink, because all week they've played the 5 sheets on, so it's quite noisy. There's lots of other people about, where it's just one game. It's a very quiet, lonely place out there.
Well, helps to have played a few finals. On the Swedish side, definitely played a few more, but even at a very young age, the Korean team have played a couple of big championship finals already, even this season.
Japp, Sara, dra den. Dra den.
Superb play by Malbergs again, just like the lead on Edin's team. Kristoffer Sundgren, she is just spotless every game.
진짜 잘 나가는 것 같아. 나만 닦을게. 기다려야 될 것 같아. 세다, 기다려. 아니야, 세, 기다려. 셋. 많이 세, 기다려. 셋. 넷. 아직 있어. 수진아, 준비해. 셋, 넷. 셋. 약간 바이트 가. 들어가. 여기. 바이트 가.
I think as well, you know, as a venue,
계속 가. 넣어야 돼.
it's always good to know your surroundings and know some familiarity. And certainly Sweden have played their Swedish Championships at this venue, so they certainly know it well. And they were successful in the recent Swedish Championships.
Säker. Lite mer.
Nej!
8.
Nej. Helt upp.
Mycket fart.
Helt upp.
Nej. 8-6. Sitta. Ja, sorry. Okej.
8,5.
Okej. Ja.
Sweden really wanted to keep that shooter in play. Now allows Korea to peel off this corner guard.
샷. 태야 릴리즈 해줘야 돼.
야.
10.
Yes.
So didn't get the raise and didn't clear it completely and didn't roll and guard the centre. So an in-between shot there for Korea.
11.
Red, ja! 11. Ja!
11.
Wow!
Ja.
11. Ja! Nej!
Ja.
Nej! Nej! Ja! Nej!
To hit and roll to the other side. Some separation between these yellows. Great shot.
Peja Lindholm, the national coach of Sweden, overseeing everything on the ice this week, both for the men, the women and mixed doubles. He's been watching a lot of curling. And of course played a lot himself, 3-time world champion.
괜찮아.
Det är svårt att dra egentligen här.
Lee
Vi lämnar
So-yeon.
alltid den dubben ifall det ska ligga.
Coach for Team
Jag
Korea
bara
must
prova.
be
Samma fart som Magnus spelade.
ecstatic
10-8.
to see the girls make another Curling World Cup final. Clearly they're doing a lot of things right very early in their career. Both them and the coaching staff.
Siktet. Wow!
Not to mention just Korean curling.
Wow! Japp! Nej! Japp! Japp! Hårt! Hårt, hårt, hårt! Hårt, hårt, hårt! Bra. 10 är svårskippat alltså när de där, det är så sjukt olika stenar.
Another good nose hit
Jag
to
är
lie
fan inte
to.
om vi ska byta dem till fian då.
롤만 보는 게 좋을 것 같아.
Alltså vi har den där är hårdare och vi kallar så här mycket mer. Det blir för svårt.
노마해.
Hasselborg not too happy with their stones, seemingly.
민주야, 라인.
Believe they have someone curl a bit more. Trying to figure that out. Doesn't quite roll. Avoids the jam in the back red. But now maybe a double for Sweden. Won't necessarily need the double here, but maybe the hit and roll.
Yeah, hit and roll behind cover would be really nice. Just the top of the forefoot.
Doubles made.
9-8.
Bra. Härligt Sara. Double på det.
Fin fart Sara.
Okej. Jongbo. 노말. 노말로 올게. 한 번 더 봐.
Och den var hårdare och vi tjappade. Och båda ni satte dem bra. Det är som att jag
Det är
skippat
lite
två.
läskigt för mig också för jag bara, ja men jag vill ändå sätta dit.
생각보다 좀 얇아야 될 것 같아.
So there's a double chance now for Korea to clear things up.
오!
Big extension there, but release to put weight on.
Sounds pretty close. 1, 2. Doubles back to back here from the, well, young athletes on the ice this afternoon. You can just imagine how many medals these two teams could gather if they keep playing for years to come.
Korean side are still playing in the junior circuit and now the ladies circuit.
När de drog där i mitten så hade de 14,5 som
So Sweden would still like to try and get their two at this end, using the guard for cover here.
Bara fart nu! Bara fart!
Kan ni dra det?
Den är lång.
Bra Anna.
Det är bra koll tjejer. Bra Anna.
Well, draws round, can't see much of that yellow. Kim Min-ji
일단 프리즌데 8까지 괜찮아.
follow that draw, but she'll come the other way.
여기 잘 봐야 돼. 맞고 튀는 것보다는 그냥 8이다.
That way might cover more of the button.
나 라인 좋으면
That way.
해줘야 돼.
Might not be room for another
2.
point for Sweden, and maybe if you played perfect, maybe even nice shot here, Korea. this one a little bit heavy.
기다려. 아니 기다려.
If that's the case, this one needs to
기다려.
curl.
떨어져야 돼. 라인 좋아.
Get to the face of the yellow, really starting to bend.
좀만 더. 라인 좋아.
We'll tap it far enough. The lie shot stone fully buried. That's not a bad result.
Yeah, she was looking just to freeze on top. Just with that ounce of running, it did come to the nose of it.
Yeah, they just kept the sweepers off. That really made a break.
Vad tänker du för fart?
Can Anna Hasselberg see enough of that red to play a tap back for 2?
Inte jättemycket tror jag. Alltså jag tror att det kommer
She
klara
only needs to
lugnt hela
tap
vägen.
it back to the 8 foot. Doesn't need to remove it from play.
Yes.
Cannot see much from the hack, I believe.
Gick förbi med typ en sten.
Anything.
Så vi kan spela mot Bagotta också. Det går att förlänga dem lite. Ja, precis. Fint går.
Gillar ni den isen?
Ja, så bra ut.
Till och håll er nära bara.
Ja. Gott om tid. Ja,
Bagotta! Wow! Upp!
fin fart!
Nej! Fionåt, försök här,
Genom!
Nej! Du har ingen bruten! Nu! Ja!
Here it comes.
Hårt! Häng Sara! Häng! Gå Sara!
Bra Anna. Fin fart.
A good try. Just couldn't get a big enough chunk of that red to push it far enough. Rolls the shooter a bit too far, only 1 for Sweden. So Korea will lead this one 2-1 after 2 ends of play here in Jonkoping.
Ja, men det känns ju...
Det känns väldigt svårt annars.
Det är lite läskigt också att veta hur jag vill spela mina efter haggarna och spela sina liksom.
Bara gilla läget, för då har vi ändå en sten som är fia som är om vi ska lägga corner så är det fortfarande, det är bara att lägga corner, vi ska inte runt någonstans.
Nej.
Så bara gilla läget så gör vi det bästa av det.
Ja, det var jävligt nice om vi kunde pressa riktigt mycket här. Lägger hög.
Fint 잘하고 있어. Den har bra linjer. Ja,
Den är där på din kvast.
Var vill du ha den?
Här har en soft.
Nej, vi...
Okej.
Jag tänker
Ja,
att vi...
då får vi lägga två.
Nej, det är bara tänkte att den kommer köra över.
Center guard for Sweden. So they might need to
Vad sa du? Jag försökte inte ge den så mycket. Nej, jag fattar.
try and steal here. Tie the score, at least get the force on Korea and get that last stone advantage back so far.
라인 잡아와! 근데 가야 돼, 약하다. 야, 다 같이 오자.
Korea, the better of the two sides,
가야 돼.
at least on the scoreboard.
라인 좋아.
Up by 1,
클리어.
last stone advantage.
일곱. 기다리자. 7명 기다려.
I think they've just made the key shots better in the first couple of ends. Both teams are playing well.
Gillar ni dubbel eller känns det lite väl?
Jag killar frysen.
Ja, jag med.
A couple of inches more curl from Anna on her last tap back, and she would have got it to the last end. So six ends of play still to go.
Linje! 12! Linje!
Plenty time for both
Vi
teams.
har en linje! Gå! Hårt! Måste förbi! Gå! Hårt! Linjen är bra nu. Gå! Gå!
Trying to sweep this as far as they can.
Gå! Håll den!
Bra så fort.
Real good sweep by Knockenauer. McManus.
파이팅.
티에 좀 만져와. 아, 이거 기다려야 된다.
이거 그냥 기다려야 돼.
열.
괜찮아.
아니야, 기다려야 돼. 가만히 있어. 데뷔야, 열하나. 데뷔야, 가만히 있어.
기다려. 열둘. 나가.
기다려.
괜찮아. 하나
듣고 있어.
왼쪽 열.
아니야.
혜린이 열.
괜찮아.
라인 좋아. 라인 좋아.
슬림만.
라인 좋아.
슬림만.
Korea just drawing to the wing.
샷.
They don't want to get sucked into a girdle behind that centre guard. They want to keep it as open as they can. Try for a simple 2 here.
Yeah, and also with it being the third end, maybe
Gillar det.
keeping the blank alive.
Det känns som här, men jag vet inte.
Keeping that as an option.
Gillar det.
Eller?
Carry the hammer into the even ends.
14,5 när de
Jag tror jag kommer ha lite finish här. Ja.
Ja, jag tror också det.
Quite a bit of stones in play already.
Där har du.
En meter till den andra sidan.
Ja. Bra linje. Känns åtta. Okej, gå runt. Perfekt linje. Okej, vi är tight.
Det är bara 12.
Ja, bara wow.
Det är ner emot.
Ja.
Snabbt där.
Okej,
Det är ner emot.
curla.
Lite dutt.
Wow, curla.
Lite dutt.
Curla.
Fia, gå. Lite dutt.
Gå, Fia.
Gå, Fia. Lite dutt.
Gå.
Okej. Känns som man behöver typ 90 där. Bra sopat. Hej, bra. Vad hade ni? Jag hade 15. Ja. 15-0.
Det känns lite gött.
So a good freeze there from Agnes Knockenher. Korea just decided to open up the front.
Well, maybe well,
Kört.
just gonna peel the center. Actually ended up making contact with those two yellows up front. That certainly mixes it up.
Oh, giving themselves a corner guard.
Yeah, I might have to change play here now. Play for the 2.
Red. Wow! Nej! Wow! Red! Japp! Japp!
Sweden going for the run back.
Bra, Ines. Bra spel.
And they lie too.
Bra spel.
Bra. Jag hade 8-6, ja. Fick ingenting. Jag hade 8-6.
Domare. Det är bra finish där i linan. Det är bra. 필로.
거기야?
비플랜 롤이야, 태희야. 오케이. 화이팅. 그냥 똑같이 해. 릴리즈, 괜찮아. 괜찮아. 샷. 10.
Som 10.
Trying to catch that. Then as I get the roll over, just hits it on the nose. So Sweden will be quite happy. Just to hit and lie too.
Wow.
Nej, låt det jobba. Den försöker vara med. Wow. Nära. Wow. Den försöker. Gör dig redo, Agnes. Japp. Gå. Bra.
Bra slippat. 9,5. Bra, Sara.
Det är bra. Bra, Sara. Det ligger bra i där. Bra spel.
Nearly gets the perfect roll, but the inside edge is covered.
가운데로 정은. 이렇게. 안 되면 뒤에 거 보고. 오케이. 자, 스테이.
Thinking about the slash first. I wonder if the final call is a straight run back.
Clean. Up. Clean. 잘했어.
Could have actually swept that one. Just a touch more. Might have actually pushed that yellow back a bit.
Är det runda eller?
Jag har bara gett den skjutningen och får så väldigt mycket att träffa på.
I would call that nitpicking though.
Yeah, she did remove 2 yellows.
Ja, precis. Vicka bakom eller dra på den
You're
handen.
always looking how to improve.
Gilla runda ändå.
Okej.
Det
Bajt
kändes
8 då.
mer greppigt här alltså.
A lot of curlers are perfectionists.
Ja, pröva det. Jag tror mot linje 5, jag tyckte det kändes stekigt så här.
Ganska mycket Jens. Bra linje. 4, fin fart. Curla massor, japp. Bra linje.
8-4.
Hopp, bara, japp. 8-4. Linje. Wow, linje. Wow, wow, natt. Wow. Nej. Nej. Den är längre. 13,75. Vart är vi?
Vi är ner bak
Japp,
4.
japp. Långt ner, japp. Japp. Gå.
Bra spel Sara.
So went a wee bit deep, but just trying to bury it.
88 tror jag. Ja, 85 hade. Nej, bra
Skulle
spel
bara
Sara.
fått vänta lite på den.
Ja.
8만 다 들어오면 돼. 15단 8이야.
So Korea know that it's going to be unlikely they'll be able to blank this end. They have to get their 2 now.
Yeah, if you just keep clean on the guard, opening it up, there's a good chance they'll just be forced to 1. So
괜찮아 보여.
switching a bit from defense to offense.
라인 좋아.
Forfeits open
라인
here.
그대로 가. 라인 진짜 좋아. 8까지. 기다려. 클린업. 라인 수진.
Plenty room.
많이 세.
Yeah, a little bit
라인도 기다려.
of an oversweep here. Miscommunication maybe. Could have left that one, had some room on the guard. Used that back button and a chance for Hasselborg to
Kändes rätt
To
bra där
freeze.
spåret Anna. Frisen. Vad spelar de för stenar? Vet ni det? Vad är det för bokstav på dem? D, för de där går mycket rakare så vi tar ju en helt annan väg in.
Ja. Det är inte riktigt lika varmt spår som det andra.
Nej, hennes har 13,7 nu.
Exakt.
Borde lätta upp
Asking,
lite ändå för tredje
their
serien.
front end whetstones Korea are playing with.
Ja.
So they had
Slåss vidare.
a choice of stones from different sheets, and we're seeing okay they had the stones from sheet Delta. Hasselborg thinking that those stones are a bit straighter, so maybe taking a bit more ice than the Koreans, as we see the raw clock as well here. See how quick the ice is running down this path. Maybe 14.5 should be close. This is 13.6. But no sweeping though.
Försöker.
It's going to try. Just a tad heavy, so you know, a 14.5 there with some sweeping maybe closer. 14 and change. It's about the sweet spot. Line was pretty good.
공간 없지만. hur mycket hår? 웨이트 11, 12. 푸시만. 백까지도 괜찮아. 일단 라인만. Okej.
방금 웨이트?
Trodde det skulle vara då extra meter.
Vad då?
Ja, det menar mina egna. Alltså för ni sa att jag ska spela lite mer.
아까 내가 프리시즈 할 때 좀 셌던 그 웨이트.
trodde nog också.
Sweepers on this one early. Tight of line.
라인 좋아. 계속 가야 돼, 수진아. 웨이트는
And it's caught the top guard.
너.
Oh, missed opportunity there for Korea.
Kollar man över minsta så är... Vad gillar ni?
Had the chance to hit and flop and lie 2.
Spontant frysa, men det ser tajt ut också. Finns det någon gadd? Vi får inte dutta ut. Alltså,
Var inne på den.
So now advantage to Sweden.
Ja, absolut. Även om vi är här så är det ju okej.
Ja,
Yes, lägger den. Ja. Samma, lite mer is då.
det känns enklast garden.
Lite mer.
Alltså,
Vad sa du, Fia?
hon har ju skjutningen på röd. Precis. Jag gillar det. Känns
Full,
enklast. Så får hon köra TT skjutningen på röd.
full 12 då.
Ja.
Även om vi topp 8 så är det ju okej.
Ja, så helgarda egen då.
Ja.
Vad är det? 5 cm från linan.
Inte riktigt bajsa linan. Nej. En bit ifrån.
Ja.
We'll throw a guard here
Borde vara
with
samma
30
fart där,
seconds
fast jag ökar
left
lite, va?
on the clock. Should be
Ta det lite lugnt i början.
sufficient. So think they're bringing this one pretty close to the house. Just off the center line.
Väldigt nära.
Okej. Ja, 12. Vi siktar på 12.
12 infart.
Håller
Sikta
igen.
på 12.
Håller igen.
Håll igång nu, Agnes.
Top 12 even.
Bara Agnes. Wow, vänta, jag vill inte dra den.
Nej.
12 nära.
Bara stanna.
Ja, den är 12
Bara
nära.
stanna nu.
Full 12.
Nej.
Full 12.
Stanna.
It's a line that's important here. Need that to stop.
Bra, Anna.
Det är bra.
Vi siktade på 12, visst va?
Ja.
Has that overcurled? Is there a way in for Korea to tap that back for 2?
이거 아니면 이건 어때?
이게 더 쉬워 보이지?
같은데.
오케이.
이게 더 쉬워 보여.
오케이.
별로 안 보여. 15 보여, 15.
Looking at the slash right away. Pretty tough.
Because it's a good finish on that in turn. You know, just play. You only need to tap it out the forefoot.
많이 안 보이지? 15. 저 사이로 하고
Need to remind quick here. Also, not an abundance of time left. 32 seconds there.
오케이.
This almost makes sense to play with a bit more controlled weight. So you're almost catching the top of that yellow, almost the left-hand side of that yellow. And they might squirt a bit sideways.
클린.
Playing big weight though, last one here, third end. Pretty thin. Angled run, making contact. And look at that, with jam in the back, so no problem. After all, 2 points for Korea. Wow. Just playing really well. Made one mistake with her first, makes up for it with her second stone here, Kim Min-ji. And Korea in front. 4-1 after 3.
Jag trodde att deras eventuellt skulle glida ut lite.
힘도 세고 했으니까.
좀 이건 좀 일부러
잘했어.
잘하고 있어. 뭐였지? 좀 풀어놓는 것처럼 보여. 수진이 지금 괜찮아? 근데 좀 더 올려도 돼. 언니 테이크 좋은 거 배우겠어.
여섯, 일곱. 웨이트 좋아. 일곱, 여덟.
약간 있어. 기다려야 돼. 기다려야 돼. TD로 간다.
아니야, 괜찮아.
아니야, TD로
괜찮아.
간다. 그냥 기다려줘.
괜찮아.
괜찮아. 그냥 기다려줘.
괜찮아.
4-1 to score. Korea leads Sweden. That's a perfect game plan so far. You score a 2, leave your opponent scoring 1, you score a 2 back. That's what we all say is the approach to a game. Keep doing that, you're going to win every game. But Sweden, of course, will have their say.
Perfekt linje.
And this is when that 5-rock rule
Bra Fia. Slutspel.
comes in handy. Not as easy to be front runners anymore.
발차기야, 걸쳐야 돼.
화이팅.
Of course, something Team Hasselborg were very good at.
해줬다. 라인 좀 넉넉해. 많이 넉넉해. 라인 안 올려. 아까보다 넉넉해. 혜린이가.
Kim Soo-jin playing 79%
많이 없고요.
for the week.
많이 떨어져야 돼. 대동아.
Not quite up
혜린이만.
with the best leads in the tournament.
계속 가야 돼. 기다려. 라인 좋아.
But they've done something right. They've won 5 games this week out of the 6. And reached the final.
Plats just nu. 4. Plats. Okej linje. Men plats.
Liten ut.
Kommer nu. Var med den.
Liten ut. En sten.
Stenarna.
Den är baksida.
Det är
En
bra.
sten.
Okej linje.
En sten.
Låt den jobba bara.
En sten.
Låt den jobba.
Halv nu.
Låt den jobba.
Nästan
Jag
en.
vill komma upp linan.
Det är bra.
Härligt Fia, snyggt.
Härligt.
Bra Fia.
Still no mistakes from Malbergs.
Kim Soo-jin is up against one of the best leads in the world today.
Ja, härligt Fia.
Line 좋으면. 오케이.
5도 괜찮은 것 같아.
약하게.
피가 약해도 괜찮아. 가드도 괜찮아.
많이 했다.
기다려야겠다.
많이 비야. 열. 열하나. 많이 있어. 열하나야. 열하나야. 열둘.
피디로 가.
아직 살아있어.
따끔이 나올 수도 있어. 라인이 아니야. 기다려.
This is looking wide and heavy.
왜 차는 거야? 발차기로 줄이러 말해줘.
Just bites the back ring.
Lämnar du ingen TT eller? Ja. Bra linje! 8. Okej, bra linje. Ha plats!
8.
Bra linje!
Lite fart.
Perfekt linje!
8-4.
Det ser ut att gå ganska rakt. Gärna dra den om ni kan.
Dra när ni kan.
Behöver bli helhjänt på den här linjen. Japp!
Bra Fia.
Gå, gå, gå!
So Agnes knocking her, just drawing around this corner guard, trying to
Bra.
generate a couple at this end.
괜찮을 것 같은데.
Not completely buried, but you can't see a huge amount from the hack.
더블을 먼저 봐야 되나? 여기거든? 괜찮아? 노말? 타이트하게 앞에 거
Can
걸려도
you see
돼.
that? What you can see? It needs to catch it fairly thin.
노말.
Oh,
Catches the guard.
very unlucky. Jams on that back stone. Something going for Sweden here.
Big size
괜찮아.
from Kim Min-ji.
Ja, jag funderar på
Two half shots there.
Så länge man är high är det bra.
Ja.
Vad tror ni?
Lägger ju upp en dubbel men...
Alltså inte om vi klossfryser eller duttar lite och är high, men det är klart det är ett svårt slag.
Ja. Bestäm dig. Bestäm dig Anna.
Ja.
Är det bara frys?
Bara frys. På perfekt linje kan vi dutta så länge vi duttar frys.
Ja.
Är det 13,9 på din? Men helt okej nu då. Fast, vad tror ni, halv meter till den förra?
Ja.
Bättre flow.
Bra linje.
Lite dött just nu.
Okej, ha plats.
Vänta linje! Vänta linje!
10 själv.
Go!
Bak 4.
Kan vi runda?
10 själv.
Kom
Bak
igen
4.
Wow, nej!
10 själv.
Linjen är bra snart.
Nej.
10 själv. 10 själv.
Just a little heavy here for the freeze.
Japp.
Now trying to take it past.
Nedanför, gå.
Okej.
Bra snack. Det är bra.
Hoppades lite för länge på
Both the drama continues on this final Sunday.
Bra skipparna.
Okej, så. 이제 이렇게 포켓 안 나오나?
Jag hade 0.
뭐? 이걸로.
Det är bra. 지금 이걸 보자고?
위에
맞으면은 얘가 나가니까 일단 제거하면서 가는 게 나을 것 같은데.
이게 나을 것 같은데.
더블?
더블 보고. 여기 있는 걸 먼저 맞추면 되는 거 아니야?
뭐? 얘? 너무 얇아야 되나?
그냥 거기 사이로 뚫는다 생각하고 한번 가봐.
시간 별로 없다.
빨리 할게.
시간 별로 없어.
There's no timeouts at the Curling World Cup. Teams can speak to their coaches at the end of ends.
헤드 반.
Coming off this. A little bit hard to bake the double on the top two yellows. They might just jam on the red. Catch it really thin though. Could catch that low yellow. Spring back up and catch that third yellow sitting on top of the red. Catch it really thin here. Oh, that's good enough.
Really good result.
And yes, it's corner frozen on that yellow. That was better than expected. Yeah, catch that second yellow just a hair thicker on my jam on the red, but that seemed to squirt through nicely at the side door. That is pretty good.
Very steady tournament as well for Sarah McManus.
Nej. Den försöker. Nej, aldrig ner.
Genom
Agnes!
nästan.
Ja, gå Agnes!
Genom nästan.
Gå!
Den duttar inte igenom.
Japp, gå.
Trying to come to the
Gå. Lite till.
top of that and split
Okej, bra.
the yellows about.
12-9. Lite i vägen där nu, men...
Very good result. Shooter stays on top of the red. Korea just quite happy to hit the open one. And Kim Hyrie hits and rolls across the lies 3. Two fantastic shots there.
Vi får ju tillräckligt drag, tror jag får göra någon av dubblarna i alla
That's
fall. 9.
save your team from trouble 101.
So Sweden now need to make a play on this. Try and remove 2 of the reds. Yep, does that perfectly. Great shot right back.
Fint spel. Bra spel. Bra Sara. Bra.
We've had nail-biting games in the mixed doubles and the men's today. And it's looking like the women's will be the same.
Clean. Oh. Clean. Japp. Oh. Japp. Oh, clean. Japp. 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 Kör.
It looks so simple. I can assure you it's not.
The only benefit for Sweden now is that that Korean stone is back tee. So Anna Hasselberg can come around that guard, angling towards the back red, and hope for an error from Korea.
I don't think Kim Min-ji will just run that guard back and stick it line 2. Wouldn't be that surprised.
Well, the way she's playing today so far, it wouldn't surprise you.
Themselves been a wall at times. Sweden making everything. At the moment, they're playing a team who seems to, if not make everything, correct their few mistakes.
Oh, just tickled off that guard. So well swept.
So, can't see all that yellow. Your line shots don't maybe come around.
Swept this the whole way.
2 of the best sweepers in the world couldn't hold that past the guard.
Men nu kan vi ju ändå våga.
Ja, våga, precis.
För jag tyckte den hade exakt samma linje.
Ja, absolut.
Men då var ju den liksom
lite, kom lite.
Ja, precis. Eller den första.
Ja, absolut. Ja. Var den där lik i farten jag spelade för förra gången?
Samma. Samma långa också. 14-8.
And there's the medals. That's what they're playing for. As well as money, as well as ranking points for the grand final.
라인 좋아. 기다려줘. 라인 좋아.
Kim Min-ji will come around the guard on the out turn. You see, breaks pretty well this way. Again, just a slight panic sweep on the line. They should have maybe kept off it a bit, but better to go past the guard and sit there than wreck. So.
13-9 på deras. Kanske lite till.
Does force Sweden to draw for one.
That would be game plan successful again for Korea. Quite happy to leave Sweden score one here.
Because really, halfway through this end, Sweden were looking good to build up a couple. And two great shots from Kim Hae-ri. Turned the end around.
Lite. En halv meter liksom. Bara lite till.
Last one before halftime here. Really important for Hasselborg and Team Sweden to make this one. Uh-oh, this one's breaking. This one's breaking hard towards that guard. Needing to sweep it really hard to get it past the guard. Gotta go. Bring it all the way down to the button. And they're there. Wow.
What a sweep.
That just seemed to curl a lot on them. Didn't quite understand what happened there. The Swedish girls, but the sweepers held it, and it is won. But Korea leads 4-2 into halftime, 5-minute breaks for the teams.
보여준 저 뭐야 너무 좁게 들어간 거야.
Det kom mycket. Han gick på ett annat sätt än vad de andra hade gjort. Jag trodde lätt att den skar först. Jag bara, vi kommer chappa garden.
Then we mix them up, you gotta pick the right one, okay? So easy enough to understand, right? Got it, you got it. All right, and so they may need some help from you, okay? So we'll ask you to help. Did you see it went under broom number 3, okay? You see it, you got it? Mix them up. That was tough, wasn't it? That takes a lot of concentrating. Now, and Jorge up here, will you hold up the prize? We have 2 of these prizes. They are autographed jerseys from Team Hasselborg. Ooh. 2 of them available. Now, you can each pick the same number. Wouldn't be fair if one of you picked the number and the other one's
Look at the first end. Kim Min-ji. Tap back for 2. And nails that one. Great start first end, 2-0.
아직 안 싸서 못 잡았으면 약했을 것 같아.
Second end, Anna Hasselborg facing one Korean stone. Just trying to tap it back. 4-2. Taps it, but the shooter overrolls. So it's just a score of 1, 2-1. Third end, Sweden line 1. Korea left with an angled run. And makes it perfectly. A score of 2 for Korea. They lead 4-1 after 3.
Jag trodde att deras eventuellt skulle glida ut lite mer.
på trädgården, här ska lika. Jag tror ändå lite till, ja.
Fourth end, Korea line 2. Back of the 4-foot. Anna Hasselborg forced to draw for 1. Swept the whole way. Just scrapes past the top guard. And in for shot. Great draw, 4-2 after 4 ends, Korea lead.
Jag tänkte först att du skulle ha lite plats. Ja, gud ja. När du hade spelat det bra. Men bra stoppat. Alltså, jag vet inte om den ska eller alltså om det...
네. 그러니까 태희가 자기가 혼자 타이트한 줄 알고 올릴 때가 있어서 그럴 때 여기 인아웃한 인턴만
진짜 타이트한 거 아니면 안 올리려고.
맞아. 네, 그래서 그렇게 타이트할 때 해달라고.
잘하고 있어. 한 번만 딱 2점 따면은 근데 마지막까지
Det finns på att det här är våra bananer också om ni vill ha. Inte äta dem där nu.
Nej. Jag är världens sårhinna.
Ja, Anna har också bit. Ni betar ju samtidigt.
Ja, ni gör som en... Som att det är två tandmärken och massa figgar så här, som en cirkel. Bara...
Det är så jävla ont.
Bara, nej, men nu har jag
sen när ni klassiker att du bara fortsätter.
Exakt.
Nu kör vi.
Här är knoppen.
Let's take a quick look at the stats here. It's been a really good game so far through 4 ends. Sweden with a slight edge on the percentages, but like we always say, the key shots are the most important, and there's been a few of them from Team Korea. As you see, they lead 4-2. They'll also have last an advantage in the 5th end, so Sweden with a little bit of a hill to climb. But everything is possible yet. We're only halfway.
Jättefin linje. Ganska rakt, Sara. Sara, låt mig greppa om vi kan. Kommer när. Nu går den.
Gå för nära. Ja, gå, Sara.
Den går jättefint nu.
It's the Curling World Cup, leg 3 here in Jonkoping, Sweden. Korea plays Sweden.
Bra.
4-2 the score.
Ja. Bra Livia.
Well, I think for a young, very young team, a junior team, as a matter of fact, the Koreans, they seem very calm. It's all cool, calm and collected, making a lot of shots, not a lot of panic. And clearly a lot of team effort as everyone sweeping this rock. Ends up a corner guard. I think they were probably wanting to bring that into the house.
Yeah, they are 2 up with the hammer. They would quite like that to have been in the wing.
Seen a couple of mistakes from the Korean front end, but their back end has been on fire, making some incredible shots. And again from Sofia Moberg's just perfection to center guards perfectly online, lots of separation. Definitely getting Sweden off to a good start in each and every end.
Both these teams have played at all 3 legs of the World Cup, and both still looking for a win. Korea was in the final in Omaha. Anna Hasselberg was in the final in China. The winner of each of the 3 legs gains a berth. Grand final in Beijing in May. Both these teams would love to be there, as well as playing for $20,000 first prize today and a gold medal.
Plats. Allra. Plats. Okej linje nu.
Det är bra för frys.
Okej linje.
Lite längre.
Och aldrig. Nej.
Halv sten. Nej.
Bara
Japp, Fia, gå. Försök trycka den här någonting. Gå. Okej, 1387. Ja, 1309.
Bra spel. Sorry.
이쪽에 날 것 같은데?
Just a foot heavy.
좋을 것 같아.
범퍼.
화이팅. 범퍼.
Yeah, you can see
아니야, 건들면 안 돼.
some struggles for young Te today, just confirming that
수진,
it has been the
많이 가. 수진.
front end
좀만 더, 얍.
making some mistakes for Korea. Here's another half shot from her.
나오는
A little bit of a struggle.
괜찮아. 릴리즈만.
All the more reason for Kim Hae-rin at third to tidy up, and she's done that on occasion.
Ja, det tror jag, men jag tror fortfarande vi har råd att hålla det på sopen.
Ja, har du mindre eller samma?
Ja, mindre.
I think so. I think Sweden with a better front end so far, Korea with a better back end, and if you had to make a choice, you probably want your back end players to make the most shots.
Okej, gå där.
Bad if your front end makes the shots, they've got the head set up, so you want them all to play well.
Gå, förbi den övre. Gå, förbi den övre. Gå.
And another mistake here, pulled the strings a little bit.
Ja.
Came up a foot heavy. Tried to take a
Spåret eller vad det är.
couple feet off the next draw. Ends up a guard. Well,
근데 이거 티야 5도 괜찮거든. 웨이트 중요해.
probably get scoring now
화이팅.
with 3 center guards in play.
Okej.
This next shot is pretty important. Can't be heavy here and leave Sweden a chance to come around all those center guards.
Young
Young
Thai
Tae
will want to make up for her last mistake.
They've jumped on a few of the draws, the girls. Need to be just a bit more cool, waiting out these stones. Again, just slightly heavy here, as this one will just slip past the tee line.
It would have actually been better sweeping that back and not giving that nest for Sweden to sit on.
So they give Sweden the opportunity here. Sarah McManus. With a bit of a key shot right here.
Samma linje som Agnes första.
Didn't like that out of hand.
Var med den. Ja.
Felt a bit heavy, but the sweepers are on it.
Ja, perfekt linje för frys på bakre.
Lite dött just nu.
Wow. Var med den bara. Ja.
Line looks good.
Nära. Nej. Nära.
Gonna freeze right in the pocket here. Looking real good.
Great shot.
That is nice. Now, what to do?
And Korea just gave that to Sweden. And now they have to open things up. 3 guards to move at once.
Not easy. Kim Hae-rin has moved that much granite a couple of times already in the game. What you got here? Gets 1, 2, does move all of them ever so slightly. Also the shooter though stays up front, maybe taking away that left-hand side.
Bara hög kanske. Alternativet är att dra så. Vi kan ju lägga den också, men vi ger oss ingenting. Vi kan aldrig bli lägga 2.
Jag tänker om det är sen och
Var känns det lättast att gadda någonstans? Alltså lägga den hög eller lägga den in i bot?
in i bot tror jag.
Ja.
Gillar du det?
Ja.
Är det 12 då eller?
Då kan vi kan ju spela för frys och så marginal så.
Ja, jag gillar det.
So wanting to guard the shot stone here and just trying to figure out
jag tar lite mer is än förra, Sara.
what's the easiest way of doing it.
Ja,
Throw the
lite mer
long
is än
guard
förra.
or throw the tight guard. Either way, you want some separation from the old guard up front. Don't want to come too close, leave a double peel.
Eka linje.
Final decision is
Rör sig mycket.
to Play a tight guard and actually maybe even freeze right into the pocket.
Upp!
Helt okej linje!
Halvsten.
All kan på.
Ja, det är en sten.
Eller nej, japp!
Nej!
Japp! Japp! Håll den rak. Bra, härligt.
That is 2 great shots by Sarah McManus.
Bra, Sara.
That was needed.
일단 여기 다 흐트러 놔야 될 것 같아, 사도. 오케이. 인턴으로 스테이만.
Yep, mistake from Korea, and Sweden absolutely capitalised on it.
Hate to run a opposition stone back here. Trying to catch it almost on the nose. You see high percentages for Kim Herien. And then the silence, never a good sign. That's lost, but let's open it up. Sweden only lying 1.
Den där finns ju.
Slasha, men då försvinner ju den.
Ja.
Så då får vi poäng på den. Så vi gaddar ju mitt i. Men alltså absolut, vi kan kolla över. Det finns ju ingenting på 2:an.
Nej, precis.
Samma is som vi hade på min när jag la den till full 12 då.
Ja.
Gillar du det?
Ja.
Det hämtade ju när vi drog garden.
Ja, exakt.
Det finns ju ingenting på 2:an, alltså den som Sara la. Men så lägg den mitt på linan.
Ja, mer att de har en slash på egen när vi kommer den bak.
Men då åker den andra bakre och då ligger vi skott på den övre. Så att
Men mitt på linan.
mitt på linan så gaddar vi nästan det också. Så att. Det här är samma is som jag när jag drog topp 12 där nära.
Det är samma.
Borde gå lika samma farter va?
Ja, det är samma.
Ska se den då?
Ja.
Okej.
약한 거 없어 다 세 우리는. 너가 더 잘.
Kan vi hålla den lite?
Bra linje!
Hålla lite! Perfekt linje, hålla
Perfekt
lite!
linje!
Gärna hålla den!
Vad
Vart
mer?
är vi? Vart är vi?
Korthake! Japp! Måste dra den!
Japp!
Upp på linan Fia!
Japp!
Upp på linan! Gå Fia!
Japp!
Hårt!
Japp!
Lite till! Lite till! Gå, gå, gå!
Det är bra.
Bra, Anna.
Pretty good guard.
Ja, jag tror att vi... Eller jag hör inte alls vart vi är någonstans här.
Ja, korthake så.
Okej.
보이는 만큼
Det är bra.
이것도
Very difficult for Korea, even if they make very thin contact. That middle yellow is not going to go anywhere.
얇게 보고 이거 날리고 괜찮을 것 같은데. 그냥 앞에 거 그냥 하나 여는 건? 아니 보다가 타이트하면 열자.
They also
1점 주고 가도 괜찮긴 해.
not a disaster to lose a 1 against the head here, but they don't want to try anything too daft and end up
뭐가 빠져? 근데 얘가 나갔을
leaving
때
Sweden lying
얘가 그냥
2.
치고 세우면 나중에 우리가 어려워지니까 그냥 열까? 얘가 하나 그냥 여는 게 나을 것 같은데. 맞아. 나중에 우리가 그냥 1점 주더라도 여기서 1점 줘도 될 것 같아. 그럼 뒤에 거 보다 타이트하면 열자. 아, 오케이. 그게 나을 것 같아. 센터 바꿔줄까?
1 minute 15 for Korea. 2 stones to play.
일단 잠깐 치워봐. 아, 앞에 열어야 될 것 같아. 오케이. 아웃턴? 인턴? 아니 아웃턴 잡아야 돼.
Playing the out turn. Raise. Trying to run back. Needs big weight here.
야, 클린. 라인 좋아. 피해 좀만 더. 가야 돼. 피해 가야 돼. 줘.
Just quite happy to open it up.
Så jag menar gaddar vi
Så se till att komma över här då.
Ja, exakt.
Alltså nästan så att hon inte verkligen har någon utsida av den.
Helgarda röd.
det finns ingenting där.
Might not be left a shot
Alltså
here.
det finns ju ingenting.
Nej,
Korea.
det finns ingenting. Nej, det gör det verkligen inte. Så, vad tror du för is då?
Var helt över linan.
Fick vi kämpa upp den hit.
Nu hade vi så.
Ja, när vi hade på dig, nu när vi drog dem där, då hade jag där på din.
De är ju
Not a
fart i.
disaster for Korea to
Det borde
lose a
vara
1
nära på
against
garden
the
då.
head. They'd still be
Så här.
1 up with a
Jag tror att det där är
hammer.
för lite.
Playing 6th end.
Så då.
Ja.
Titta, jag satte min sista ganska rakt ändå.
Ja. Gillar ni den där isen? Det är samma is som Sara hade på dragningen.
Korea have got 48 seconds of thinking time, so don't have a long
Alltså,
time to work out what to do. They need to
Om det
wait
inte
till
finns något hål så
Sweden
finns
play
den
this.
inte heller. Så att Så länge vi kommer i hake och nedanför så.
Well, I think they know what's coming really, so use this time well. Might just end up throwing it away, really. Those two great shots by Sarah McManus set up this end.
Prova lite plats.
Bra linje.
A steal, very much needed for Sweden.
Helt en försök.
Almost without the guard, it's hard to score. The way those stones are gridlocked in the forefoot.
Agnes. Agnes. Den ligger perfekt.
Overcurling a bit,
Nej. Räcker där. Bra. Härligt.
but it should do the trick.
버려? 안 건드리는 게 나을 것 같아.
안 건드리는 게 나을 것
I
같아.
think they made their decision here. Just throw this one away. There is
손 좀.
no real shot, nothing worth the risk anyway.
못 건드릴 것 같아.
So just throw this shot to the wing.
버릴게.
I'll still go through her pre-shot routine here and throw it well. Maybe see this line. So last stone on the fifth end is just a throw away as they'll concede that point. Sweden with a steal. Well, they're clawing back. Korea still in charge. Up 4-3 with last stone advantage for the next end. Number 6.
테이크 때
테이크 몇 나온 거야?
소리.
Jag överspelade den första med fart för att jag tycker att det känns tajt med is. Så den nästa det känns bara som att den liksom spelar rätt fart där borta i linjen.
Hur vill du spela här då?
가다 오고 갈까? 사진 수진이가 안 들어오니까
뭐 있지?
그럴 수도 있어. 이럴 거면 그냥 센터로 들어가서
아,
썼을 것
오케이.
같아. 이번에 그냥 가드?
Råkar vi få nästa. Ja. Jag tycker också dubbel nu igen. Bra. Håller vi riktigt tajt. Om du kan.
Bra fart.
Byt.
Kort taket.
Byt.
Snart taket. Bara gå Agan.
Gå.
4-3 the score now. A steal
Gå.
of
Jobba dit den. Gå.
1 for Sweden. Tightens up that scoreline.
Bra.
But Korea still with last stone. A 1-point lead now in the sixth end would be a great time to score for them.
괜찮을 것 같아.
Even just scoring 1 here,
아.
they'll still be very much in control. Score a 2. Looking real good. But you can't afford to give up another steal.
많이 세. 기다려.
일곱.
아니야, 룸이야. 기다려. 룸.
여덟.
얘들아, 6이야.
일곱이 아직. 고 있어.
클린업 라인. 혜린이야. 아니야, 룸이야. 기다려.
타이트 해줘.
Kim Soo-jin played a lovely draw around, top 4.
Ja. Alltså jag gillar mitt över.
Vad sa hon?
Precis över.
Ta lite mindre.
대 몇 나왔어?
Bra linje.
Meter.
Jättefin linje.
Ja, det är tajtare linje. Sara Sten.
Perfekt linje.
Bara sitta.
Helt okej med omloppet.
Bara sitta.
Okej, bara sitta.
Sophia Marbergs putting on the long guard.
Bra det där. Fint.
Härligt.
2 great shots.
Bra. Perfekt.
한 6. 혜린아 5도 괜찮아.
härligt.
약한 게. 약한 게.
기다리자. 5, 6.
일곱.
라인 그대로.
일곱. 여섯.
Want to bury this right around.
들어가자.
Need to work this out hard. Just get it in.
떨어져서 그럴 거야.
But Sweden can now come around everything right to the forefoot. They would love to get another steal at this end.
Lite mer, ja. 0,5 mil, ja. Där har du.
If it's tied after 8, there's no extra end in the final. It's a one-stone shootout.
4. Perfekt linje. 4. Bara er. Perfekt linje. Vi har plats. Det är bra linje. Okej, och vi kan byta.
Perfekt linje, håller Fia!
Perfekt linje.
Line's really good. Want to come right into forefoot. Top tee.
Bite lock.
Ah, fantastic shot there from Agnes Knockenhauer.
Härligt Agnes. 14-4. Härligt. Härligt Agnes.
여기.
So as we said, they're playing for a gold medal today, but money's important too. These teams have both won 5 games. It's $1,500 per win throughout the round robin. But also a lot more for today's game. Great double peel. Yang Tai makes up for the last end.
Anja, 괜찮아. Gillar du att frysa den? Ja, var inne på det.
Double peel.
Alltså helst mitt på, va?
Taps the front one in. Great shot.
Ja. Jag tror det, ja. Bra linje. Var med dig lite. Chelsea. Okej, bra linje. Bak 4. Och rent, perfekt linje.
Nästa plats.
Kommer ner nu. Perfekt linje.
Bra linje, ända ner.
En sten. En sten. Nej, okej.
So Sweden lying one.
En sten. Okej, vi kan neka.
Nej.
Vi kan neka.
Just try and freeze on top of that red. Pretty good result. Another good shot. As we were talking about the money, you can see that as well as the 1,500 per round robin win, to win the event you get 20,000, lose the event you get 10,000. So a lot of money on offer here. A huge incentive to perform well. Both these teams have lost a World Cup final. And both want to be playing in Beijing at the grand final.
Kan man typ slå vilka framför? Slå vilka på den, tänker du? Ja. I don't know. Eller de något upp. För det är på man skulle göra så, ja. Det gäller chapparen. Vad sa du? Det gäller chapparen där övre. Nej, den övre. Det är väldigt lätt dubbel då. Okej. Vi skulle kunna chappa, hoppas på att de chappar tillbaka så att vi kan spela teten in. Det enda är att vi ligger inte skott där. Nej, men... Vi kommer på något sätt behöva se till att vi ligger skott. Vad tror du att de gör ifall vi gör den då? Försöker blästa där.
Ja, det gäller bara att de chappar tillbaka som du sa.
Ja. Jag tror jag gillar den här ändå.
Ja.
Okej.
Ja, spela den.
Se till att chappa. Marginal lite inriktad. Vill du spela 9? Ja.
Spent a bit of time on this shot.
Wow! Wow! Eka! Helt upp! Eka! Låt den jobba!
Yeah, ideally if Sweden don't steal here, they want to really force Korea to a 1.
Bra! 8 här. Bra, Sara.
Jag vill ta ett hyfsat snabbt beslut då. Nej, nu ser det inte ut.
어렵지 않을까? 아, 괜찮네. 여기로 건드리면 괜찮은데? 괜찮을 것 같은데?
웨이트 뭘로 하지? 웨이트는?
범퍼? 컨트롤?
자신 있게. 얇게 맞아.
컨트롤이 괜찮을 것 같아.
오케이. 두껍게만 맞지 말고.
아.
저거 발라내지 마. 천천히 라인?
All members of this Korean team are just 19 years of age.
그래 잠깐만. 지금 건드리는 게 낫려나?
From the Chuncheon region,
건드려도 되지 않을까?
kind of in between
건드리는 게 나을 것 같은데.
Pyeongchang
치고 세우고
and Seoul,
살짝 바깥 좀.
a bit north. Oh, should have swept that a bit more.
They should have. I don't think they were actually looking so much at their shooter as more what they were hitting.
Well, even the one they ran in there needed to be caught a bit thinner. Ends up spinning to the back 12. But they do like 2. So pretty good result still.
Säkert 10. Nej. Nej, nej, nej. Behöver jobba för köppen.
Det kommer mycket men...
Inte bara för köp.
Lite, nej. Bra spel, bra satt.
Fin fart.
Arriba, wait. Pompo. Ja. Outon. Inton.
Okej, bra satt.
라인 떨어지고 있어. 테이크 클린. 라인 좋아. 클린. 라인 좋아. 클린. 자.
Good nose hit. Lie 2.
밀었지? Spela samma fart som du då. Ja. Det var 9-8 tror jag. Okej. Vad sa du? 9-8?
Ja.
Gick över?
Ja.
아, 이거 어떡하냐?
응?
잘하지 뭐. 더 얇았어.
Låt den jobba.
9,5.
Låt den jobba. Med den. Nej. Nej.
9,5.
Med den.
Var med den! Du har lite Agnes!
Du har
Gå! Hårt Agnes! Hårt!
Grym sten.
Det är bra. Bra Anna.
Bra. Härligt Anna. Perfekt.
일단 슈터 사는 게 1번이야.
Grym sten Anna.
Bra.
Perfekt.
범퍼.
Bra spel.
Sätta dubbeln då.
범퍼로 올게. 태야, 쟤한테 이기게만 당겨줘.
Kim Min-ji looking to hit and roll. Lie 2.
기다려. 아니. 떨어져야 돼. 클린. 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 얍. 아니. 얍. 샷.
Great shot.
잘했어.
끝에서 돌았어.
Tjockkall lite mer.
They could have actually swept that to get
Kom lite ändå
slightly
i
better
slutet.
roll
Emilia jobbar bra.
to make the double impossible for Sweden.
Halvträff ser det ut som härifrån festen.
Ja, lite tunnare.
Ja, halvtunnel.
Anna Hasselberg will have a go.
Där Anna.
Ja, exakt. Jag har den på tunn halva.
Ja.
Ja.
Vill du lira den?
This is one important shot coming up here. You miss this.
Jag tror jag rådar lite till.
Russia goes 3 up. Korea, rather. So excited, Rona.
Wow! Nej!
Nära!
Nej!
Nära!
Nej! Ja!
Must be close.
Nej! Ja!
Oh, tickles the other red.
How
Wow.
unlucky.
That was crucial. Open draw now for 2. Just curled up on them at the end there. The last on 6th end, Kim and G just needing full 12 foot to score 2, take a huge 3-point lead with 2 ends to go in the game. Sweepers on this one, but now letting off, it seems pretty in control here. Maybe a tad heavy, but that should sit in time. It will. Just back of the forefoot, 2 points for Korea. Another step towards the top of that podium for these young girls. And it's a 6-3 lead. 2 ends to go.
Nu får vi grinda.
Ja, fan, helt enkelt.
Det är 5 guard, så ta 3 själv. Alltså så här.
Yes. Det gör vi det bara. Då har vi 2 som självvet också, så tar vi den på pinnen.
Så tar vi på 20.
Ja.
그대로. 라인 괜찮아. 웨이트 봐줘. 7. 얍. 약해 보여. 4. 가야 돼. 계속 와. 좀만 더. 더 가야 돼. 신아 껴도 돼. 계속 와. 들어오는 게 중요해. 계속. 너 쪽으로 가. 조금만 더. 오. 잘했어.
우승.
너무 약하게 찼다.
6-3 the score. Korea leads. Some frustration starting to show from Skip, Anna Hasselborg. They know we're going to have to make every shot from now and in. And what is this now? What is this? What happened there? Sophia Malbergs.
Haven't seen a mistake from her all week like that.
And that pulls short of the hog line. Are the wheels starting to come off for Team Sweden here at home? 90%.
세빈 너 세게 찼어. 6. 해줬어. 기다리자.
Wow.
잘 내려가. 잘 내려가. 라인 좋아. 라인 클린.
That's just going to put fuel on the fire for Korea.
7. 8. 라인 좋아. 8. 여기. 8. 하나 여기. 8 왼쪽. 샷.
Because the game is still in their hands. They got last on here, Sweden. They get a 2 back, go for the steal and 8. Can get to a draw shot. They won't get an extra end, but there's still 2 ends to play with the 5 rock rule.
Go.
They've got a second chance now to get the guards up.
Go. 티야 이렇게 붙어도 괜찮아. 오케이.
Det här är precis som i skins. Ta 2 skälet.
라인 넉넉해. 기다리자 그럼. 7, 8. 라인 잡아주세요.
Just like a skins game, Anna Hasselborg said. Take a 2. Steal 1.
많이 타이트해.
Now remember, there's no extra ends here.
안 들어가.
아니야, 둘.
Shootout.
둘 봐. 그만.
Mycket luft har du där, precis kant.
That hill is
Tror du att du skulle kunna
Not
göra
as
något
big to
här
climb.
med bara en bakkant?
Ja.
Alltså komma upp insida, dela.
Ja, och skulle jag tycka garden är det helt okej också.
Ja, så länge vi får in vår i spel tänker jag. Vi behöver nästan hellre chappa tror jag.
Okej.
That guard from
För länge vi
Korea
chappar så får vi upp den.
Ja.
is not perfect. It needed
Bara
to be in the
spela bak
center
igenom.
line.
Som det lika segt här.
Vad tror du? Känns det bra?
See a big difference there in the comparison of second players. Yang Tai struggling a bit in today's game. Agnes knocking her,
Säker hack. Ren.
certainly outplaying her opposite number.
Ren. Säker hack.
Vänta då.
Sarg nästan. Nej. Sarg.
Nej.
Sarg.
Sara! Japp! Häng! Gå.
11-8.
Ja.
Okej.
Det är bra.
Det är bra, Agnes. Det är bra.
이렇게? 어. 이렇게 보면 될 것 같은데?
괜찮을 것 같아.
저 사이드 없으니까 주는. 살짝 바깥쪽. 수진이 슈터.
Yang Tai not of her best game, but chance to double clear here.
수진아 와. 수진 마니럼이야. 계속 와.
Just moves the top one.
급하게 올렸다.
Ja,
Eller spela samma fast mjukare, bara trycka ner den.
ja, det vill bara se. Riskar ju en väldigt lätt dubbeldelning så riskar vi ja, ingenting tänker jag.
Nej.
Jag funderar på om man ska bara dra hit.
Ja. Det enda är att vi kommer behöva få bort den där röda.
Ja, eller så bara drar vi och så tar vi 2 bakom den här eller 3 bakom den här garden.
Okej. Ja.
Jag kan hjälpa dig.
De kommer ju klippa den, men
Ja.
Tror ni här ute då?
Som när du drog ner Haile, ja, den här 14-2. Du hade rätt mycket fart i
Jag tror inte
kroppen.
vi behöver mer. Jag tror lite till.
Lite till, men jag tror ändå, ja.
bra linje.
Vänta, är den där eller?
Jättefin linje.
Linjen är bra.
Perfekt linje, var med den lite.
Ligger 10.
Bara fart, perfekt linje.
Är det längre?
Ha plats.
Bak 4.
Spel längre.
Vänta då.
Måste vänta
Bak
då.
linje, var med den.
Kommer mycket nu.
Bak igen.
Nej då.
Bak igen.
A really nice draw there from Agnes knocking her right to the button.
13-4.
하나 갈까? 인턴으로. 다리 다가.
Fint spel.
And will they suck Korea into this now rather than Korea opening things up? Korea are 3 up.
아니면 에리야 룸이면 이거 이렇게 하나만 열려도 되거든. 타이트보다.
Even if Korea do lose a 2,
같이 보고 안 되면
they
하나만
would
열자.
still be 1 up with the hammer, playing the last end.
쓰는 것보다 하나만 날아가는 게 나아. 오케이.
Kim Heidi looking for a double clear. And they're on this very early. They actually overswept it.
잘했어.
just about.
Panic sweeping there at the beginning. Wanted to clear that top one away as well.
Det är samma i som Agnes.
So a great chance now for Sweden to set up a couple here.
Bra linje.
Bra fart.
Jättefin linje.
Din fart.
Bara mellan.
Ha plats. Kolla upp.
Perfekt linje.
Ut och glida.
Agnes Sten.
Mellan bara.
Ja, mellan är bra.
Meter.
Perfekt linje.
Meter. Japp.
Räcker där.
Bra.
Bra. Snyggt.
I think it's
Bra snackat.
typically the second half of the game where experience
Här är Sara.
shows
한 번 더 하나만.
for Sweden, maybe. Can do. And for most experienced teams, maybe have a slight edge in the last couple of ends.
Yeah, and it's making those key shots at the right time.
Alltså, vi säger att de skulle missa, det är då vi får chans för 3. Det är bara då vi har det.
Gillar du lite närmare eller?
Jag gillar samma eller lite närmare.
뭐가? 셔바지고. 아, 이거 너 자세가 너무 많이 틀어져가지고 밀리긴 하거든.
Samma linje.
Kändes lite mer flowig.
Lite tajtare.
Bra, snacka. Kolla upp. Det kommer rulla på mer.
Agnes Sten.
Lite kortare nu.
Okej, gå då.
Lite mellan.
Ja, gärna sitta i linjen, men gå om ni måste.
Den är bara meter, den är kortare.
Samma höjd nästan.
Okej, bara sitta.
Lite kortare.
Bara sitta.
Svansarna. Härligt.
So Sweden just persevering with this long guard. But with it being long, there is a chance for Korea to come around and just tap back. Even dead freeze on top, how then would Sweden get 2?
브리지 할게. 웨이트 중요해. 8. 2. 2? 좀 사이드야.
근데 너 인턴이라 괜찮을 것 같아.
Tells a bit of a story here.
몇 정도 나와?
The head-to-head for the skips. Hasselborg has made a few more mistakes than we're used to seeing. Kim Min-ji has made some cracking shots.
7, 8. 웨이트는 8. 기다려. 안 돼. 기다려. 라인 살짝 라인 뒤로. 라인 그대로. 8. 라인 넣어야 돼. 라인 좀.
Coming around this time.
라인 좋아하게 좀.
Bring this all the way down onto this yellow. Need to get past their own red. It's digging in hard. Just going to chisel off it. Leaves her right there.
It's very usable for her for her next one.
Yeah, not a bad spot.
Det är nästan helium där fortfarande.
Vad sa du?
Det är nästan helium. Det finns
Alltså, nu är det bara att ticka in den.
턴이 없어서 많이 안 간 거야. 또 크게 들어와서 그럴걸.
Alltså, det här är ju en svår dragning för henne också.
Kan vi komma ner och trycka den eller är det för tajt?
Jag tror inte att det är tajt. Tänker du trycka så?
Ja, så
Komma
trycka
upp så,
bort
ja.
deras.
Vi kommer inte ens, vi måste trycka den ner här för att komma, och vi kommer ju...
Ganska snabba va?
Ja, men vad tycker ni då?
Jag tänker så länge vi trycker den. Eller runda ligga 2.
Även om vi trycker den.
Ja,
men vi kan ju försöka. Vad sa du?
Eller runda där och ligga 2.
Jag var inne på om man ska runda här.
Tycker du den där ser för enkel ut, Sara?
Ja.
Eller?
Ja, absolut.
Kan vi inte spela för att komma upp frys då?
Och komma här då.
Ja, exakt. Ja, gillar du det?
Ja.
Tycker du det är bra?
Jag tänker, kommer inte hon fortfarande samma då ändå?
Rushed conversation here. That clock ticking
Nästan
away.
ligga helt för, Anna.
Just about a minute left.
Nästan inte komma över så mycket.
Nej, precis. Gillar du det här?
Ja.
Thinking that for Korea to make a play on that red he just played, pretty simple. Just catch a piece with any kind of weight, will push that yellow back. So they're going to try and come to the inside. Just freeze it really. If they have to sweep for a line, I guess they can also just bump it back a bit, but they need to get to the inside.
Okej, Gard är bra. Linje bra för Gard.
Måste vi bara stanna i linjen?
A little short for weight here, the sweepers calling out. So plan B, just leave a guard, take away that shot for Korea.
Den är förbi. Den är förbi.
Nej, den är där. Gå. Bra.
Gets all rub and roll. That's quite short, considering they were looking to freeze the red. You just wonder, could Korea just guard the out-turn draw here?
Yeah,
what they're
well, how
looking
would
at.
Sweden get in for 2? They don't want to leave it too long because there is a good finish coming round at the
이거
out-turn.
들어오 공간 없애는 게 나을 것 같지 않아?
괜찮을 것 같아.
포프 바깥쪽으로 세워줘.
I don't think there's any
여기는 그냥 들어오만
need for
가리지
heroics
않지
here.
않아? 이거 두 개 어려워서 어차피 들어오 공간만 바꾸자. 다섯 잡아줘.
Just try and take away the draw path.
어려워.
Yeah, say not to leave it too short because you can come round it to the 4-foot.
이거 100 보인다고?
It could even be just top 12, can you?
Yeah.
너무 많이 잡은 거.
Just bring it really tight. Just make sure
혜린아, 더 줄여줘. 넷.
you're a couple of feet off
넷.
the center line, maybe
것 때문에. 3.
at least a foot from that yellow tight center guard. just next to that one. Playing this across the center line.
라인 잡아. 라인 올려. 라인 좋아.
Don't want to take
둘만 갈게. 라인 좋아.
put the broom far and wide and have a guess for weight.
라인 넉넉해.
Gonna play this in the good stuff. Sweeping this to get a little closer to the house. Needs to curl as well. I don't think that's going to do enough for Korea.
No, that doesn't really do anything.
It's not really in the way.
The forefoot draw is still there. She just needs to be half in the forefoot for 2.
If you could see if Hasselborg would ever tick that red, that line would always over curl and catch the top res of the house. Too tight to the center line, that guard for Korea. 20 seconds left on the clock. A little stressful here. Well, she'll get the stone played before time runs out, but feeling slightly rushed. Not a great feeling. Need to draw the forfeit here to stay alive. Roll further out. Enough line. I just need the weight. Need to sit on the T-line. I need a chunk of that forfeit. It's really trying now. Really trying. Kim Hye-rin. Sweeps behind the T-line. It's just slipped too far. And it's just a 1. So close. So close for Hasselborg. Just a single point. 6-4. The score with 1 end to go in this final.
Skulle kunna lägga center.
잘했어. 이게 원래 뽀뽀 바깥쪽에 좀 서야 애가 좀 물어야지 좋았어.
웨이트 듣긴 했지? 뭐 말했던 거.
난 들었어.
괜찮다고 마지막 엔드 집중해서 하자.
화이팅!
칩샷 할 건데 핵? 다운 핵?
Så in om jag tänker. Ja. Ja.
Jag tycker du kan lägga mellan, så om någon tickar så lägger vi corner.
Ja.
Farten borde vara helt okej.
Ja.
Bra linje.
Mellan. Plats.
Agnes. Går jättebra.
Jättevid.
Okej,
Bara lägg den ganska hög ändå.
Ligger lite längre än så.
Ja,
Kommer
bara
nu.
sitta.
Du behöver nog inte dra den
Vi
nu.
behöver inte gå för fart i alla fall. Men
Bra Fia.
jäklar vad den hängde.
1 end left in this women's final here in Jonkoping.
괜찮아.
It's been a struggle for Sweden. Korea's been all over them really, except that steal in the 5th end. Korea's had the momentum. We haven't seen the Swedish side we've seen earlier in the week, even just yesterday. Attempting the tick shot here, just a bit more, too much weight. And that yellow stone touches the bumper. Free guard zone violation. That stone is replaced.
Corner.
So something to work with for Sweden. Although that guard did end up a little bit in no man's land.
Ja, den är precis in just nu.
It's actually throwing a corner guard now.
Rör sig mycket men.
Känns nära.
Aldrig då.
Yep, Sweden need to steal 2 to take it to a shootout. They need to steal 3 for a win.
Okej, bra.
Okej, Sofia.
Bra. 웨이트 중요해. 6이야.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a different tactic here. Basically, gonna try and load up the house here. Not too concerned about where. Just try and live 3 before Kim Min-ji plays her last one. Hope for a mistake, a withdraw or a roll out.
그냥 와. 야, 웨이트가 먼저야. 수진아 껴도 돼. 수진아 껴도 돼. 그냥 와. 야. 그래, 계속 와. 가야 돼. 더 가야 돼. 좀만 더. 더. 야, 비야.
All working this one to get it as far as they can. Not as far in as they wanted. Sweden can use that as a guard.
Känns bakåtta. Okej,
Bara linjen så länge.
bakåtta.
Låt den jobba bara.
Jag ska gris snart.
Bakåtta. Bak 4 nu.
Nej.
Vill gärna vara nära bara.
Linjen är lugn, det är fin linje.
Nej, bak 4 bakåtta.
Nästan drar den, va?
Ja, jo, går det.
Härligt, Agnes. Snyggt.
Härligt.
Bra snack.
Bra snack, Stefan. 13-4.
Ja, bra snack.
Jag hade på Aggan. Nej, på Anna.
Härligt. Ja, precis.
Great double. Sticks the shooter, a little unlucky. That is tremendous play from
Vad sätter de den dubbel så har vi inte så
second
mycket.
who's had a few struggles
Eller
today.
vad tycker ni?
Kan vi alla...
Jag var inne på en center till.
Ja, lägg den hög då.
Bestäm dig, Anna.
Inne på en
Men jag gillar hög.
Vill du ha hög?
Ja. Mitt på linan. Håll den lite, Sara. Bra linje.
Fin fart.
Bra linje, lägg den hög.
Mitt på linan är lite över, okej? Gå
Jag har
rakt.
ganska mycket. Jag läser upp en, Sara.
Kommer nu.
Bara sitta.
Perfekt linje.
Bara sitta då.
Perfekt linje. Lite över, okej?
Ligger där. Ja.
Härligt, Agnes.
Bra, grymt Lin.
Korea will be having flashbacks. They were 1 up with the hammer
Vi behöver ju lägga
in Omaha in the final, playing their last end, and they lost a 2 to Japan to lose the game. So they'll be wanting to make sure they don't do that here. They will have learnt from that.
Gillar ni en till center, eller?
Vet inte.
Kanske gå ner nu då.
Jag var också inne på ner nu kanske.
Men funderar på om man skulle bara försöka lägga en ganska hög här.
Ja.
Samtidigt, de har 4 sten på sig och klirar bort allt liksom. Bara sätta dem en dubbel.
Om vi lägger en till center och de bara klipper den.
Ska vi runda då?
Då måste vi runda Saras sista.
Ja.
Jag kan gilla det också.
Ja.
Gillar ni det? Ja. Man förskjuter det lite till.
Samtidigt, sätt samma gard som Agnes då.
Ja.
Okej, jag kommer över lite.
Jag hade hyfsat fart nu. Jag satt lite.
Samma linje, gå lite rakare.
Jag tror ni kan eka den här, ja.
Okej,
Mittemellan.
mycket rakare.
Nej.
Nej, mittemellan.
Okej.
Bara vänta avstånd.
Sarah McManus
Helt okej fart.
need to put up a guard
Jag tror
here.
bara eka, vi behöver höjden.
Bra så.
Bra Sara.
Bra.
Okej.
Samtidigt, på den här också kan vi ha lite tur och de spinner in en till också.
Ja.
Fast det har vi inte haft den här matchen. Men...
Vill vi runt på nästa?
바깥쪽으로 맞아야 돼. 하나만 올려도 괜찮아, 편하게.
Oh, jammed it again.
So kind of what Hasselborg was hoping for, actually. Was hoping that might even have spun back onto the center line. That's providing some cover for Sweden. Come around that yellow. Want to make sure not to leave a pocket that Korea can run that red stone into.
But if Sweden can lie a couple here.
This is the spot that tends to break hard. And it's all over the front. All shy for weight, but you can see quite a lot of finish on this side. A lot slower than they were expecting down that path.
Den hoppade till så där som min gjorde.
Det var jättetrögt. Alltså jag stannade i sliden. Vi skulle spela i farten vi tänkte. Så jag stannade ju typ.
헤드 하나 정도 맞으면 이렇게 올 수 있거든.
오케이.
피. 파이팅.
Unfortunately,
여기까지 괜찮아요,
left
리나.
a pretty easy double on the yellows here.
열리는 게 중요할 것 같아.
And if Sweden can just get some stones in play and put the pressure on to Korea. That final from Omaha will start to play in their mind.
다운이야. 클린. 오! 수진! 오! 클린! 얍! 오케이, 샷.
Double is made. Only 2 stones left in play. But there is enough cover. And that red stone.
De får cleara så drar vi, ligger 2 eller så drar vi nu och så får de skjuta.
Jag skulle säga dra nu. Hoppas på att hon missar nu. Ligga 3 mot henne.
Okej.
Alltså, gaddar vi nu, hon klipper.
Ja.
Och jag kommer här eller så, då är det ju... dra.
Ja.
So two ways of doing this. Throw the guard, Korea peel, you come around, you set 2. Or you come around right now, hope for a missed run back. And now you can draw lie 3, have Kim Min-ji play against the game. So that's what they're going for. Just need to sink
Agnes hade
this
ju
one.
kant 12, så det är ju finish där, men jag gillar den där isen.
Ja.
If they could ever freeze their own yellow dead on the nose here. Make the target as small as possible for the run back. Not as much finish coming this way. It should be enough.
Gå rakt, gå rakt,
Plats.
gå rakt.
Ha inte brytning.
Försöker. Spia.
Spia med massa plats.
Det kommer mycket.
Massa plats. Massa plats.
Ja, gå då. Gå!
Yeah, just hanging out there. A touch too much ice.
Perfect weight.
Could win the game right here.
살짝 바깥에 이거 괜찮을 것 같은데.
Make the double.
최대한 두껍게 봐줘.
How hard do you go for it?
닦아놔줘. 이제 천천히 차.
You'd hate to wreck on the red.
You certainly would.
두께가 중요해.
I think tolerance here is a little high side. Make sure you get the 1. How much
구름
can
괜찮아?
see? Actually see.
오케이. 라인.
Ordinarily you think, well, you remove 1, you're going to get an extra end at worst, but you're not here. There's no extra end, so you have to play to win.
100% on 7 hits. Kim Min-ji has just been quite good at them. No panic here. A little tight for line. Are we on that red? No, it's a double takeout. And that clinches it for Korea. They lost in Omaha, but they win here in Jonkoping, beating the home favourites of Sweden. What a performance from this young junior team from Korea.
Outstanding performance. Very happy team, very happy coaching staff. Not so happy Anna Hasselberg.
안 돼요, 그건 안 돼요. 잘했어, 잘했어.
They were runners-up in Omaha and leg 2. They are winners here. They have sealed their place at the grand final in Beijing in May. all 19 years of age, a junior team.
민지야.
Outstanding performance.
아, 오케이. 어머, 야, 우리 잘했어. 네.
So as well as gold medals, Korea gain 10 extra ranking points for winning the event. Their place in Beijing, $20,000. And they really are still a young, developing team, but to come out and play with that confidence against the current Olympic champions really was a great show by this young team. So Canada won mixed doubles leg and the men's. Korea take the women's leg 6-4 over the current Olympic champions. And let's hear from Kim Min-ji.
You lost the final in Omaha, but you win here in Jonkoping. How happy do you feel right now?
지금 그러니까 오마에서 결승전 졌는데 이번 결승에서 이긴 지금 기분은 어떤지?
오마에서 지고 이번에서 이기게 돼가지고 더 기쁘고 그때 경험을 더 쌓아서 더 침착하게 샷 던졌었던 것 같아요.
She is very happy more at Oma. She experienced more long to call. Yes, very work hard.
So now how are you going to prepare for the grand final in Beijing?
베이징은 어떻게 준비하실 건가요?
저희 부족한 것을 더 연습해서 준비할 것 같습니다.
She will practice more hard for grand finals.
Right, thank you. 감사합니다.
Thank you. Thank you.
A very happy Kim Min-ji after that loss in Omaha. They come here and they perform, they win, they beat the Olympic champion. They can't be any happier right now. A great end to a great week.
Ladies and gentlemen, the award ceremony for Curling World Cup Jonkoping women. Please welcome the medalists. The medals will be presented by Mrs. Kate Caitness, President, World Curling Federation, accompanied by Antti Jonkoping, Manager, Jonkoping Convention Bureau. Carrying the medals is Vilio Pettersson-Dahl, representing wheelchair curling in Jonkoping. Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Korea. Winners!
Well, that's the scoreline for you. Korea just firing at all cylinders from the start. 6-4 final score. And we'll have a few highlights for you as well.
Sixth end, Anna Hasselberg going for a very thin double. Just misses it, does make contact, but doesn't push it out the rings. Gives Korea a draw for 2. Kim Min-ji just has to bite the rings, fully in the 12-foot, and sits in the 4. Score of 2 and a frustrated Hasselberg. Seventh end, Anna Hasselberg, lying 1, draw for 2, needs to be fully in the 4-foot, and it just slides through heavy. Score of 1. Eighth end, Sweden lying 2. Kim Min-ji goes for the double. Removes them both from play, and the game's over. Korea winners 6-4 over the current Olympic champions.
One happy Korean team. They grab the women's title here at the leg 3. And those are the mixed double standings. Canada ended up winning the final, beating Norway early this morning. Qualifying them for the grand final in Beijing, as well as Canada in the men's played Sweden. So 2 times Canadian titles, but the 3rd in the women's competition, as we saw, belongs to Korea. They edging out Sweden, and they will go to Beijing early May. Double the money, double the fun. And there you have it. All 3 legs. Canada with a clean sweep in the first one. USA, Japan, Norway picking up titles in Omaha and here in Jonkoping. 2 titles for Canada. Korea with the women's final win. Well, that concludes the curling from Jonkoping. This time, Curling World Cup Leg 3 has come to a close. It's been great fun. So we want to thank all the spectators, all the players, all the umpires, ice makers, everyone who's contributed to this fantastic event. Now it's all to wait for, as the grand final will be played early May in Beijing. And we'll see many of the same teams for much of the same great curling. See you then.